Ndamoes recently made an appearance on the No Chill Vodcast YouTube channel. They had a podcast whereby Ndamoes was basically spilling the tea on the forex trading industry. These aren't new things. I mean, I've been exposing this for a long time, but these are a whole lot of points that was of interest. Let's discuss them. So, at first, if I'm really honest, I didn't first take to this interview, but the moment I got to the 5-minute mark and Ndamoes spoke about how educated he was, I was like, because according to Ndamoes has a diploma in marketing.
Went to college.
Yeah.
Studied, got my diploma in marketing.
Yes.
And then
Did you have your diploma or you dropped out?
I have my diploma.
And this would make sense because everything that he has marketed has received or has been received well in the public eye, especially with the people within the forex industry. A little further into the interview, I realized this is going to be a very good and authentic interview. So I better get out my pen and paper because this is going to be worthy of taking notes. One thing I applaud Ndamoes for being honest about is the fact that he took out a 20,000 Rand loan. Now, a whole lot of traders started this way, but a whole lot of traders aren't as honest as Ndamoes because at this point, he doesn't have anything to gain by letting that secret out. He doesn't have anything to lose either by letting that secret out because now people is going to check, this guy is being honest with us. We can trust him. I like the fact that he was honest about how much he deposited of that loan that he took. He said he only took $500, which at the time was about 7,000 Rand, which means 13,000 Rand is what he spent on himself. Now, at this point to me, this is where it got really interesting because that 13,000 Rand he was using to market himself further online. His comments about the profits that he made using this $500 account really lets me know that this guy was not really trying to sell his come up like many other traders would really be drilling into the case of, oh, I was poor, I was living from hand to mouth, this is what I had to do to... No, man straight up said, I walked to the bank, got myself a 20,000 Rand loan, I deposited this amount of money and I made this amount of money per day. Now, $40 to $60 per day, that isn't too out there as many of the people claim to be making. This is actually really believable and really realistic. Now, in the 9th minute, Ndamoes acknowledges the fact that he has a fiduciary responsibility towards the bank to pay back this 20,000 loan, and he paid it back bit by bit because times are challenging, and when you listen to the amount of money he says he made, it's obvious that he couldn't pay back this 20,000 Rand loan with interest just like that in one go. Which ties into the conversation that him and No Chill had at the 18th minute where he speaks about challenges.
There is challenges.
I want to know about those challenges.
There are challenges. We can't portray our challenges on social media and everywhere. We don't show what we go.
That's what I like. That's what I like.
Because you only want to see the nice things.
As you guys may know, challenges aren't something that forex traders usually put out there, which is why this channel is important to educate people on the real challenges and pitfalls of this industry. But this is something that Ndamoes acknowledges as well. Traders don't put out the challenges that they face because they want to paint this rosy picture. One challenge that Ndamoes talks about, and I don't understand if some people missed this or not, is the challenge of maintaining these expensive cars that they buy and also maintaining getting the money. Because let's be real, forex trading is not a case where you're going to be making the same amount of money every single week.
You all want to say, oh, he's giving the nice car.
Yes.
Because you want to post it there, you guys like, you say congratulations.
Yes.
But you don't know that car to pay it and maintaining it, how difficult is it?
Yes, the behind the scene.
The behind the scene you don't understand.
In the 20th minute of this podcast episode, I was so intrigued and I was sitting on the edge of my seat. And at this point, Ndamoes briefly touched on the expectations that clients have. And I would just like to say something here. Expectations are set by the adverts that you guys are posting. Expectations doesn't come from clients themselves. I need you guys that's selling stuff to understand one thing. Your marketing sets the expectation for the consumer. And your customer service, that decides if they are going to come back or if they're gonna be disgruntled clients. One thing I've noticed is that Ndamoes kind of doesn't define scamming as a whole, because his whole narrative of the scamming talk is that there's other people that's portraying to be him, number one, and then number two, there is levels of misunderstanding. So seeing that he couldn't define scamming, I'm gonna define scamming for you. Scamming is the fraudulent activity of making people believe one thing and that they will make money buying into something, and then when they actually buy into that thing, they actually don't get the level of service that you said they would receive, or they don't get the products that you have sold to them. And when Ndamoes was asked if he scammed anyone, he reluctantly said, oh, there was misunderstandings like I told you guys. But when you guys take a look at this video, you guys will actually see that there is evidence of him selling phone bath to someone, but that phone bath actually never reaching people. There's actually some other videos and lives that I also made about Ndamoes that I would like for you guys to check out, because that actually shows the depth of how far and deep these guys' lies run. In the 28th minute, we get to touching on the cause, and this is a really important conversation, because when I highlighted the fact that these guys spend a ton of money on renting cars, a whole lot of people tells me I am lying. Well, Ndamoes basically flacked open the industry when it comes to cars, and he basically admitted at times you would spend 30,000 Rand per month on one car. Which car is this that he is spending 30,000 Rand on? That is that yellow 3 Series that you know of. I grant the bravery that Ndamoes had to talk about the fact that these cars that he owned was all financed cars and installment cars, despite him previously claiming on his Instagram lives that he bought these cars cash.
You were buying it at home there from your
To be honest,
jitas.
let me be honest with you.
Please.
I was no. I was not. Those cars, I was not really buying them. Those ones.
What were you doing?
I was renting them.
You were renting them.
Yeah.
So is that not yours?
Now, we will further get into why they lie about that so much. And I actually want to just take another moment to just appreciate Nochel, because his questions was on point. His presence as an interviewer was noted as well. And despite these being hard questions to ask, he still did so with the utmost patience and respect. One thing that I always tell you guys is that whenever these guys are posting their cars, they are posting their lifestyle and all of these things, they are constantly showing off to you guys. Now, I'm really glad that Ndamoes, someone that has done it before, someone that is known for doing it, has the bravery to admit that showing off for everyone in this industry is actually a marketing gimmick.
Why bragging? Why do you have to feel like you have to talk about the car that you drive, how much money you have in your bank? Like, I don't understand.
What's the point of working hard if you don't want to show off? What's the point? I mean, when you call it bragging, it goes to different levels, these things.
Yes. But, okay, what is the business side of you go on social media and say, I have 500,000 now in my account and I'm driving this car right now, you know, and I'm drinking this right now. What is the business side of it? If it's marketing, is it marketing? Like, I want to understand.
It is part as well as for marketing as well.
One thing that Ndamoes is also known for is posting with a friend's cars. And when Nochel pressed him a little bit about posting the cars and being ambiguous about ownership, you guys can kind of deduce by this guy's answer that it is all a ploy to get the public to see you in a certain way so that you can continue selling your services to them. One question that really piqued my brain was when Nochel asked him, but why don't you guys credit the owners? And I mean, that question basically answers itself. They don't credit the owners because the moment they credit the owners, their whole credibility goes down the drain. Because you have constantly been portraying to us that you are this rich person. And if you are this rich person, why are you renting cars? Which is also why they are always hiding number plates.
Do you think you are being fake or being authentic to people? Because there's this controversy about you that you're living a fake life.
Yeah, I have heard such before. But the reason they say I'm living a fake life is because you see me in a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
And then when I see you, you don't see me in a Lamborghini. Now you judging me because you saw me in a Lambo or whatsoever those cars.
So that Lamborghini, where did I see you Where?
with my friends, or I posted with those cars because my friends drove those things.
Also, you can post the car which is not yours,
Yes.
but you don't say it's not yours.
But you know the owner. What should I say? That
No,
is
no,
not
no,
his-
not everyone knows the owner. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to your
No,
profile.
no, yes, you are seeing this car. If you don't know the owner, and then you do your research. No, the owners of the car, they don't mind me posting those cars.
Yeah.
They take those pictures you can post. So now you start seeing this guy, okay, he's always with his different cars. I have my own cars. So when I'm not driving my own cars, I do what? I'm with those people.
Yeah.
And then you'll see me with those nice cars. Then you start having a problem, or their houses, stuff like that.
Yeah.
The next thing you start saying to me, thank you, you're living a fake life because you saw me in this mansion. That's your thing.
But isn't not that what you showed the people? Remember, social media, if you don't say anything, then people will think that. Because that's what you're showing them.
I hope you guys have heard there what Nochel said. Because whenever I say it, you guys are saying that I'm just hating for no reason. But obviously, if someone else is seeing the same thing that I am seeing, that means this is a general thing that's happening in this industry. And we shouldn't be lying about it anymore. I mean, we are adults. I like the fact that Nochel pressed him a little bit about being a fake person, because I've been always exposing these people for being fake people online, for having their cars on installments, for renting these places that they are saying they actually bought cash, but then they fight me, only to come on these podcasts to come and reveal the truth.
The question was, do you think you are being yourself, or you are fake?
It depends where I am in the environment.
So you can be fake.
Yes.
So when Nochel asked this important question and Ndamoes answered yes, it was very clear that if him and other traders posted their actual reality, they would not have as many clients, number one, and the public would run as far away from them as possible. So they're always gonna maintain this lifestyle that they have with lies. I don't know if you guys saw, but when Nochel kept on asking this man, yay, why so many lies? Why so many lies? Ndamoes' defense was vaporing here live, and he was constantly trying to laugh and play it off. But in the end, his answer lets you know what 95% of this industry is lying about and why they are lying about. Business.
Okay, that one part I understand. Let's come to the lying part now. Of course, there's lies. You said
It's business.
How fucking disingenuous. Admitting to lying about cars, money, and houses at this point is still a little bit disingenuous to me about Ndamoes, because I think he found out that he cannot leverage his image anymore to sell any forex service. Therefore, he's gonna try and expose people as much as he can. But the gag is the same stuff that he is exposing other people for right now, which is the lying about the cars and the money and all of that things he also did once upon a time. Admittedly so. When Nochel asked Ndamoes, what does people benefit from signing up to your signals or your mentorship, I literally stood still like, oh shit, this bruh did just not ask this. And I could really feel the ground shaking beneath Ndamoes' feet. Because at the end of the day, Ndamoes telling you guys, them as mentors and signal providers receiving money lets you know that you as a customer, a consumer, whatever you want to call yourself, a damn student, you benefit absolutely nothing. Now, let's put logic to that statement. If Ndamoes is selling you a recipe to his success for 10 years, right? And he comes out later to say that, oh, but that is actually not how I made majority of my money. That is not how I maintained myself. Then what he sold you? How are you gonna verify if that was real or not? And because he himself didn't make his come up through that way that he is selling to you, that lets you know it doesn't work. I'm so glad that Ndamoes finally acknowledged and really put it out there that the lies in this industry is all a marketing ploy, because at the end of the day, when you look at the amount of mentorship courses, the amount of signal providers, the amount of account managers, and South Africa's unemployment and poverty line just keep on rising. What are they actually doing? Who's actually the ones getting rich here? The clients? The consumers? Hell, the students? The overly loyal ones must call themselves the students? Are they benefiting? Or is the seller benefiting? You know, I'm just asking for a friend. One thing that I always highlight to you guys is that whenever these guys sell stuff to you, they never ever give you guys risk disclaimers. When you look at when Nochel asked Ndamoes this question, this man brushed it off by saying, whether I tell you not, the risk is still there. And I find that highly fucking disingenuous. You don't do any risk disclaimers because you know if you had to start something upfront by saying you can lose all of your money by what I'm about to tell you next, you most definitely know you have already lost about 60% of the people that you are targeting. And that is just the facts of the matter. Although there was other things that were spoken about as well, like girls, friends scares his girl. You know, that is stuff that we can't touch because that isn't Forex related. So that basically sums up the whole Forex side of this interview that they had with Nochel. And once again, I must say, Nochel, my bro, hats off to you. If my hair was cut, I actually would have taken this cap off to you, but you get the gesture that I'm trying to make here. That was an awesome interview. You got him to feel comfortable with you, you got him to spill the secrets, and you were respectful doing so. Thank you so much for having this interview. And then also, Ndamoes, shout out to you for being honest on some points. And then shout out to you for just coming and participating. Now, the next thing you do, if you're gonna go on another podcast, put names to it so that I can know where to investigate, no? To you guys at home watching, thank you so much for joining. I sincerely appreciate you guys' support. Don't forget to smash the like button, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're looking for a broker that is FSCA regulated, do find the link in my description. And if you're new here, please do smash that subscribe button because I welcome you. This is where we expose everyone that's disingenuous. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Cheers.